So I just saw an interview with Elizabeth Banks where she's talking. I love Elizabeth Banks.
I do too.
Treasure. She's talking about sex with her boys, and how early is too early.
Well, what do you mean sex with their boys? You mean
no, her boys asking questions.
Her children.
Answering,
okay.
Yeah, her answering honestly to her kids. She feels that's very important because she doesn't want her children to ever think that she lied to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's got me thinking. Your daughter's getting older. She's not. I hope she's not there to be talking about it yet. But how are you going to talk to your kids about sex? How honest are you going
to be? Yeah. So I think it's nice to be honest about what they're going to experience, because everybody has urges and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not even going to tell my daughter that she has a vagina until I don't know, 30. What's the proper age to?
Yeah, I think her mother's going to probably let her know on that.
Yeah.
At some point with girls, you don't have a choice. We're going to have to get into some real stuff around puberty. So you probably will not have that conversation, but your wife absolutely will.
So here's the problem though, is girls are so much smarter than boys, and they can connive to, like, I remember when I was a teenager, I'm running around, let's just say like a dog chasing a car. Boys are so stupid about it. Definitely. And
they're so desperate about it.
Of course.
Yeah.
So no, I'll be honest about it though. I won't. Her first time's probably going to be really bad.
That's going to be your advice. It's going to really suck the first time, so don't do it. Don't have a first time. Is that your goal? Good plan, Dad. So I don't know if you remember this. You were about 15, and your mom intercepted. I don't remember how, intercepted a letter from your girlfriend at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I read the thing, and your girlfriend at the time was like writing penthouse quality porn in this letter.
She was a poet.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude. She's seriously gone on to produce porn, write porn. I don't know, because this girl. So your mom wanted to know, how do I bring this up? Like, good luck on that. But I mean, seriously.
Yeah, you left her left her hanging on that.
It's like, first of all, this letter was so graphic. I thought, I need this girl to teach me about sex, because oh my God, it was graphic about what you two should do to each other, whatever. I mean, it was graphic. So your mom really struggled with, how do I bring this up? Like, man, I'm not even gonna touch it, because obviously these two kids are ahead of me. I don't know. I mean, should I ask Orion about advice? Should I ask a girlfriend about advice? I don't know, because it was graphic. So I'm like, I think we missed the bus on having the talk, right?
Yeah.
Wow, we're way beyond that here. We're way beyond that here.
Yeah, there's no
talking. Without getting specifics, I mean, it was graphic. I don't know if you remember that letter. I don't know if you ever got it. I don't know how your mom got hold of it. Maybe it was laying around.
I don't know. But I remember.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I do, and I remember experiencing it. I thought it was really great, and
Yeah.
I'm all for it. Uh, but or I was
Wow.
definitely all for it at the time. That's for sure. Um, no, so I think you have to be honest about sex with your kids because no matter what, you know, you can try to uh, uh, say don't do this, don't do that, or you know, abstinence talk and stuff like that, which makes sense. I mean, but does it though? Because um, that's kind of how we still have a society, right? I mean, we procreate.
Well, yeah, that's how that's.
Not that we want to procreate at 15, but yeah.
No, definitely do not. So I think your mom's point at that time, as shocked as she was protection. Because last thing
Yeah.
she wanted to do be a grandmother at that age and
True.
being a father as a high schooler. So yeah, she's very. But actually,
She's fine with being a grandmother now. It's just
yeah. She's cool with that now. But I think, but then I thought, you know, with what was described in that letter, I don't think she's gonna get pregnant that way. It doesn't work like
um, okay.
It's exactly
Well,
the way you don't get pregnant. Yeah.
yeah. Well, you know, it's called safe sex, man. What do you want?
Relatively safe.
So,
relatively safe.
yeah, you have to go you got to go the safe route. Well,
yeah. So, yeah. So I think Ms. Banks' central thesis was that be honest with him, because if you're telling them that babies arrive by stork or something, there's never going to believe you in the future, and you want to have credibility when you do have to have a serious talk. And I agree with that.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think we've ever had just you and I personally have ever had like you're not telling me a stork exists. So when I was going through, I mean, being a teenage boy, you know what it's like. It's your hormones are raging. And I just think it's you literally have to be honest with your kids and say, hey, look, if you're gonna do it, which you're probably gonna do, be safe about it.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, because don't make decisions at 15 or 16 or 17. They're going to affect the rest of your life.
Yeah, because we're all fucking idiots at that age. I mean,
boys,
boys
and
boys are
girls
idiots.
like to please us.
Boys are idiots right now. We're idiots.
Yeah, we are definitely
so that's what I'm saying. Girls are so much smarter. I was at a party with a friend of the family's, and he was talking about how this girl manipulated the situation to where she acted like she was going to a party and then went to another party to hook up with her boyfriend. And yeah, that's PD. There's a lot of PD in this video.
PD wants to be a star. Someone commented that he's so cute. So I thought,
did somebody
it's like more cowbell. We need more PD.
Yeah, I mean, he's all right.
Yeah, he's okay.
He barks his ass off, but
a little barky.
But how they the girl fooled her parents, so that's probably going to happen to me because I'm a stupid ass. But I think I want to know what you think about this. Parents kind of know the tricks of the trade. Don't I mean,
even with you, when you were a kid and you're getting away with something, like, man, I was far worse than you. I had more freedom from my parents. They both worked full time. I got a lot of latitude a lot, way too much, actually, way too much. So I'm like, gonna be smarter about that with the kids, because yeah, you're not getting away with anything that I did. There's no way, no way.
Yeah.
But you probably feel the same way. I mean, you probably feel like, all the stuff I did as a teenager, there's no way my kid's going to get away with that. And then, of course, yeah, they are. They're going to get away with it.
Yeah. So
what kids do.
I had 4 sisters, so it was easier for me to get away with shit that they would never, because they're like, okay, just let the dumbass boy. And it's a double standard, obviously, but I think that's just natural.
So okay, so you had 4 sisters. They're from your mom's second husband. So I just had 2 boys. I had you and Tanner. So I'm not used to girls, but now you have a daughter, and I know you have trepidation about that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go crazy, and my wife is gonna be essentially tapering that craziness down. I think is that's how it's gonna go.
Yeah, your wife's gonna tamper that big time. Yeah, she is, because obviously they know what girls go through, so that they're going to help you through that. But I know that I remember when she was born. From then, you were saying that you're going to try and steer her into being a lesbian golfer.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you not? Why would you not want that?
Well, you want to be a golfer, but why a lesbian?
Just I'm not trying to see boys around here. I don't want to. I don't want to go and
get. In their heart. Yeah, the evil in their
heart. I know how easy it is to get a shotgun in this country, so
yeah.
I don't want to have to go get one. But no. So that's another thing we talked about, like how we're gonna, so you always question yourself as a parent. And then my wife is trying to show, like, you're trying to make her a lesbian. I'm like, no, just because I give her GI Joes and stuff like that doesn't mean it.
I don't know how that works out, because I mean, you and I have discussed this before. We know for a fact that you're born that way.
Yes.
Because there's no conversion therapy or anything like that. You're
of course
born that way. And as we've always said, how do we know? Because if we could choose, we'd be gay. You and I would both agree we would be gay if you could choose.
100%.
100%, dude. I mean, it's so much easier. If you think about it, the sex is quick, minute and a half, 2 minutes, we're done here. There's no faking orgasms.
We're done here. That's
we're done here. Easy. And there's gonna be no cuddling afterwards. And then we're gonna throw on ball caps, and we're gonna go to the pub, and we're gonna watch the game.
We're gonna look like this, and then
we're gonna look like that, and we're gonna go watch the game, and we're gonna have a couple beers.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, so that's how I know that you're born that way. It's not choice. Because if I could choose, I would absolutely be gay.
Oh, trust
absolutely
me. All day long, man.
But I like boobies a little too much. And
I like boobies way more than you do. But
yeah, and I know that anyone says
you like butts though, so you're
like
close.
Butts. I do like butts, but I know people will say, "Well, man boobs, those are hideous, dude." When you have man boobs, those aren't attractive boobs.
No.
They're just hideous. You got to do something about that, man. You got to do something about that.
Yeah, I'd rather have a ripped guy.
Not the same.
So who are your? So we always talk about this too. Who's everybody always has like this the 5 list or whatever that you could get away with.
The hall pass.
The hall pass. So my wife and I talk about this all the time, and she's like, why do you have like 3 guys on your hall pass? I was like, hey man, sometimes you got to make a choice. You got to make a
number one
choice.
for you is Brad Pitt. It's always been Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
Disgusting.
Hey, somebody that lives in your city.
Oh, McConaughey?
McConaughey, baby. Oh, all day long,
Gotta
man.
be kidding. Well, all right.
All
That's
right. Hey,
crazy.
I'm telling you, it would be all right.
Would it? Are you sure of that? I don't
Not
see
for
him.
him. Not for him.
I don't see him as a giver. He's more of a taker. So.
No, I think he could give it pretty good.
I don't think so. Do I have a hall pass? No. She's allowed me nothing. Although I would say this, my wife, she is so unafraid of me stepping out that she points out hot women to me, and she's done it many a time.
Well, I mean, look at you.
So we're at Pecan Street Festival. It's a twice a year festival we had pre-COVID here in Austin, and we were there last time. And there's this girl walking around with basically doing free the nipple, so she was topless and she was perfect. So we're walking down this busy street, and I didn't see her because, of course, I never do. I don't, for whatever reason, I'm oblivious to what's around me unless it's a snake, spider, lizard. Boobs.
You're like looking down, not up.
Yeah, I'm looking down, man. I'm looking down at the danger. Okay, the danger. So my wife goes, "Did you see that woman?" I'm like, "What woman?" She goes, "The one walking around topless." I'm like, "No, I didn't see that." She goes, "Well, we're circling around." So she brought me back around to see this woman, and my God, perfection. Yeah. So my wife's very cool. We were in Key West. We go to this rooftop bar. We got a beer downstairs, so we go up to the rooftop. So I don't need to go to the bar. And I go to the railing to look down upon the street, right? I'm just checking out the scene on the street. I'm like, okay, let's go. So we went back down. She goes, "So you didn't notice the fact that the bartender was topless and there was a customer up there topless?" Like, what? So we go back down. Like, you didn't notice that? Like, nope, didn't see a thing. I saw people down the street. She goes, "You want to go back up?" Like, nah, I'm gonna say no. Like, I don't care. But my wife is very cool like that. I think it's just because she wants permission to check
out. Which I'm fine with. It's so funny. We talk about this all the time about how our wives are so unafraid that they'll point out, like, so I'm a boob guy, and she'll be like, "Hey, you didn't see that?" I'm like, "Oh no, I guess," and I really didn't, because I don't even think. I'm like, where's the bar?
Yeah, I'm looking. Wait, where can I get a beer?
Yeah.
You know?
And that's funny that your story.
Oh, and also, I think, you look at the two of us, we're not exactly catches, right? So, and I think we can agree both of our wives actually are catches. So they're not scared.
Hey, I'll say we're catches. Why not?
Who's casting for that, man? So there's trophies you keep, and then we're the ones you throw back. We're not keepers.
So we're like the bluegills.
We're the
trophy fish world.
I'm not saying, we're tiny bluegills. No, I'm not.
Prove it.
We're tiny bluegills. In your case, really tiny bluegills.
Hey, that's it's at least a. So how do you, are we measuring centimeters or inches?
Oh, dude, I always use centimeters. I actually use milliliters. It's more impressive.
I do too. Yeah, because you're like, damn, that's pretty.
That's a big number.
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
Yeah. Where the hell were we? Teaching your kids about sex.
I thought we were bass fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teach your kids about sex, and also, I think we mentioned, we choose to be gay, and it's very important that everyone understand. We do recognize that a person is born with their sexual identification, their proclivities, everything. They're born with that. It's not choices, except for bisexuals, because I think they're just greedy, But so
you think that's greedy?
it's greedy. It's greedy. Come on,
Yeah.
pick a side. Pick a side. But obviously, those people that are that way, God bless, and I hope everything's cool, and I hope
absolutely.
that you never get discriminated in any form in your life.
Oh, of course.
Right.
It's stupid to even think that you should. So we're talking shit, but in reality, I feel bad for people that have to go through that and think that that's a
well, it's bullshit. I mean, just because you are different, to be discriminated, to be disenfranchised for that, it's bullshit, man. I mean, live and let live. Yeah. Just be who you are, live your best life, be a good person, and obviously that's all that matters. That's all that matters. So I mean, look, I don't want to get all serious here but I do want to say that, know that I think both of us agree that live your best life.
Yeah. I don't give two shits how you live your life, as long as it doesn't affect mine. So
yeah. Until you get into my rights.
Yeah. What'd you say? My bedroom or my pocket, right?
That's our political philosophy.
My bedroom or my pocket.
Stay out of my wallet.
Yeah. So a wallet. I don't even carry a wallet anymore, but
I don't either. My wife is my wallet. She takes care of stuff, and I get to be. It's funny because way off topic, but both our wives are Asian. Mm-hmm. We go to restaurants or whatever, and they'll always want to hand me a check because I'm the white guy who they perceive to have money. Whatever.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so I'm paying, so I slide it over immediately to my wife, who handles all the financial affairs. And hey, my wife's cool, so you're gonna be taken care of. But they're like, oh god. And I get it. I get it. Why? She's not fresh off the boat. She's off the boat, but she's not fresh off the boat.
Yeah,
been here for a long time.
No. She's definitely not fresh off the boat. Jeez.
Yeah. I mean, you get that, right? I mean, when you go to bars and restaurants, and I don't know, you don't whip out the wallet. You say you don't carry one, right? So the wife's, whipping out the credit card. You get that same kind of reaction.
Yeah. I'm like, same money. I mean, you'll still be all right.
My wife's parents we were living in Cleveland at the time. I don't know.
Let's keep going, baby.
Okay. Let's
go down this road.
My wife's parents come to visit. We're living in Cleveland at the time. We got to this fancy restaurant, one of our favorites, that I think is still closed, Night Town in Cleveland Heights.
God, I love that restaurant.
Oh, I love that restaurant. I think it's still closed. Not sure. Last time we were in Cleveland, it was closed. So nice restaurant. My father-in-law is just ordering the same thing I order. So I'm ordering the steak frites, or steak au pot. And the waitress comes and she is looking at me with these pleading eyes because my in-laws are speaking Thai with my wife, and I'm tuning in, tuning out, and she got these pleading eyes like, oh my God, please you pay, please you pay.
Yeah, right.
She sees that my father-in-law is older than me, and usually it goes there, but please you pay. Slid it right to my wife. Yeah.
Right.
God, it's the Asian pain. Damn it.
Yeah, she probably turned around like shit.
Yeah. Screw that up. White boy's not paying. Okay.
we had the same situation when I picked up my mother-in-law from Chicago. Went to Hugo's Frog Bar right next to Gibson's.
Mhm.
$300 check.
Right.
Sir. This is-
Yeah. They're trying so desperately to hand it to you.
I was like,
The name.
she actually has the credit card, so.
Yeah, it's
But
fun.
luckily, luckily our
I don't
wife.
blame the servers. I don't blame the servers. But
No, I don't blame them at all because tipping tipping is not customary in other countries. It's just not.
like almost none, right?
Yeah.
Almost none.
So I understand the thought
Yeah.
process, but my wife knows how to tip. Your wife knows how to tip. We all know how to tip. You tip too much to me, but
I'd like to be loved. All right. I like to buy love. That's my thing. I'm not charming. I'm not good looking, but I like to buy love.
true, and true, I guess. Yeah. How do we get into the service industry?
I have no idea.
We're both in the service industry, but
Right. Yeah. A lot of people have asked, who are these guys? What do they do? Our background is service industry.
yeah.
Bartenders, servers,
Yeah.
managers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've done all that. Yeah. So that.
Which, by the way, management sucks ass.
management really sucks. I mean, you're some kind of idiot to manage.
Stay a server or bartender, man.
Yeah.
Stay a
Fewer
server or
hours,
bartender.
just as much money. Yeah. Stupid. Don't ever go into restaurant management. Don't take the course in college. It's a waste of your time. Stupid. Right.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to work 70 hours a week for less than your servers make, okay,
Right.
you do
Yeah.
you.
Work, man. Yeah. Smart move. Yeah.
You do you.
What the hell were we talking about?
Uh,
Sex, education.
sex education.
Somehow we're talking about what kind of education you should receive in college. Yeah.
Can you receive a good one in college?
It's crazy. So if you're not, to me, it's almost a waste of money if you're not getting technical. All right. So if you're not, my wife has both a law degree and a master's in law, whatever. So if you want to practice the legal profession, obviously you have to have the education, you have to pass the bar. Yeah, medical, obviously the same. And then of course, all the sciences, especially engineers, also, all of that makes sense. But if you're going to school and paying for either a business management, communications,
Holla.
yeah, you got a degree in business management. Well done, sir.
Hey, I find my loans are paid off now. So
Okay, cool. You get a degree in communications, all that crap. I mean, I don't know the value there. I mean, you're better off apprenticing, so to speak, in the industry. Learn from the ground floor up. Because with the cost of education in America, why the hell are we talking about this?
oh, I don't know. Well, I mean, we're going down this rabbit hole of whatever. So
Oh, so we're into the whatever mode. Okay. All right. Anything else on your mind then? Whatever, guy?
no, I'm good.
So are we done here?
Teach your kids about sex.
Yeah. Be honest. Be honest
And
as
be
you can.
honest.
Try to be age appropriate. Be honest, though. Be honest. Always as a parent, be honest.
I think always.
Wait.
Oh.
That's another topic.
Wait, where were you going?
I don't even want to go there because life's short and there's only so many topics.
Oh, okay.
I think we're done here.
I think we're done here.